Economic conditions continue to worsen. All right, friends, welcome to the show. Always an honor and a privilege to be with you. I hope you're all doing great. Buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine. It's going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to package today. Who's ready to do a little whistleblowing? Listen, friends, we put the real estate market in a big old fat ugly bubble and the biggest stress test ever witnessed in human history. That should have everybody's undivided attention. I know it has mine. I just know, as much as I love real estate, it's changed my life. Oh, a lot to it. I can't see people just expose themselves the way I just saw people exposed, and they are incredibly exposed. The data just continues to pour in. This is not looking good. But the realities are this, friends. We have some massive headwinds. I keep going back to when I first started reporting on the real estate bubble, when you looked like a crazy person to say anything other than,
get into these markets, it's red hot.
Wow, this was a bamboozle of biblical proportions, in my humble opinion. So today we got to talk about the economic headwinds that we're now contending with the economy, and more specifically, the U.S. housing market. Because if we lose the economy, it takes the housing market along for the ride. If we lose the housing market, it will take the economy along for the ride. But the debt now that we're carrying as a nation is insane. It's a quick break from the show to bring you today's video sponsor, Noble Gold. I would never suggest anybody do anything that I'm not doing or willing to do myself. I own gold, and I believe you should as well. Let's hear why. The U.S. dollar has lost 85% of its value since the 70s when the dollar decoupled from gold, and the government seems bent on continuing the tradition. From now until the next election, the government can print as much money as they want. The last time they did that, inflation went up 9%. Gold is the one asset that's proven to withstand inflation. Invest in gold with Noble Gold Investments. You'll also get a 24-karat quarter-ounce gold standard coin for free. Hurry and go to noblegoldinvestments.com or visit the link in the description of this video or pinned comments. To Noble Gold for sponsoring today's video. Always be careful when investing. There's always going to be risk. Now, let's get back to today's video. We're having a massively hard time right now. Credit card debt has now exceeded, brace for it, $1 trillion. That's not much to see here. Yes, it is. That's a lot to see here, friends. And I'm not even talking about auto debt, loan debt, student loan debt. We're breaking all the wrong records. People are running on fumes. We just went overnight to the most stimulated economy ever produced in world history to now running on fumes. People's savings rate is at an all-time low. And guess what happened? Guess what happened, friends? 10 million people in the height of the real estate bubble went above and beyond appraised values. And like I was about to say, in 2008, I don't remember these headwinds. I don't remember the things that we're contending with. The news was not this bad, and we're at the front end of a recession. We're not even in official recession. We are, but we're not. We basically are. Why? Because people are recessing, but the headwinds are massive. When credit card debt now exceeds $1 trillion, what's that tell you? And the average credit card interest rate, over 20%. Insanity. That's the worst money you can borrow. And people are leaning on credit cards. Why? Because they don't want to compromise their standard of living that was created during a stimulus environment. This stay at home, vacation, new TVs, new cars, go stimulate the economy is now the ultimate rug pull. 3 levels of an economic downturn, my friends. Correction. Clearly, we're in the correction phase. If anybody doesn't think and we're going to get to this in a second. Clearly, we're in the correction phase. It looks like we're headed into the recessionary level of a downturn. I think based on what I'm seeing here, even the data as I digest it, it looks like we're outpacing the '08 bubble, which was the Great Recession, a recessionary level. If we can't stop it there, where are we going? You guessed it, a depressionary level of a downturn. Man, it's better to be prepared for something and have it not happen than have something happen and not be prepared. This one's knocking at the door. So for me, I always like to be somewhere in the middle, not too doom and gloom, but not too rainbows and sunshine, a level-headed realists. But what, my friends, what does 1 trillion in credit card debt tell you? It tells me that people are now supplementing their cost of living, their income, with credit. They have no choice. They've hit the breaking point. As a trained salesman, when I sell you a house, guess what happens? It becomes all about the house. If I sell you a house in the height of a bubble where you went above and beyond appraised values and spent your last dollar to get it because you were told it's a good time to buy, what's the last thing you want to see go? The house. You will hang on to the house until the bitter end. So we have some massive, massive economic. This is another warning sign, a forward indicator. If we're getting in front of this, are we getting in front of this? I believe we're getting in front of this. Now it becomes safety. First thing, I love selling real estate. I want you guys to all call me Scott, I need an agent, Scott, I need an agent, Scott. I love that. I love that. And I help you guys do that constantly. But I put your needs before my own. I talk to people constantly. I always say I'm half salesman, half therapist. I need to know what's going on. What's our motivation here? Some people you can talk to, some people you can't. Some people, I've always said that I've never seen anybody too dumb to become a success, but I've seen some people too smart. They know it all. I know this time. Okay, well, know this. If you buy right now in the biggest artificially produced real estate bubble ever in history, be prepared, be insulated, insulate yourself. Don't go all in on anything, especially real estate. Real estate's the path to wealth, but it won't be by owning your house. Talk to any millionaire that got rich in real estate. Did they get rich? Yeah, I bought my primary home and now I'm rich. No, that's not how they got rich. They got by owning other people's homes, and that's becoming harder and harder to do these days, isn't it? And there's still areas I've shown you time after time again. Areas that pencil out. Areas that pencil out is where a standard amount down, today's interest rate, your cost to carry it, that mortgage, your monthly cost, is within the property's rent range. If it's cheaper to own than it is to rent, it makes it a no-brainer. And then if you can identify price points where you're not into these huge appreciation rates where the places went just ballistic to $300,000 range, safety. That's where the safety is. But even those areas aren't safe unless they pencil out. So if they don't pencil out, you got to come in with skin on the game and make it pencil out, even if it's your primary home. That's going to be the path to wealth. I can start you with your first house, but I can't get you rich by just buying one home and staying stuck to it forever. You're not going to get rich. In fact, if you do that right now, you're exposed. And I see a lot of people exposed right now. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a real estate guy who wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life. Man, I laugh at myself as I unpackage these things. This is to wrap my head around the magnitude, the severity of the waters we're swimming in. And it's shark infested to the point where now Americans are carrying over $1 trillion of credit card debt because they bought the narrative. They're exposed, my friends. This thing has a lot of headwinds. I'm not sure we can glide it in for a nice, soft, cushy landing. There's going to be blowback. The dust will settle. And we're going to pay the piper from not only overheating the biggest asset class in the world, the U.S. housing market, the biggest economy in the world, the U.S. economy. Got some big things to contend with right here. Another warning sign. I want to protect you guys the best of my ability. And sometimes it's just raising awareness, like I was going to say earlier when we started the show. As you've lived through a boom and a bust period, you don't understand the waters we're swimming in. Look to the people that have walked through this before, even suffered a little blowback, came back from it, and are given real talk, because that's what I'm going to continue to do every step of the way. Because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with the links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It'd be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, you're going to love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience as always. Thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. I'll see you on the next video.